Hi, I'm Jenna, also known as RetroLemon, and this is episode 135. Whew, busy day today. I'm sorry the lighting isn't the best. I am recording much later than usual, and we have some storms rolling in soon. So, big hello and welcome to new viewers. A big hello and thank you to all returning viewers. I don't want to forget to say that, because I know sometimes I do. We have our striped sweater knit along going on. So it is running through all of September and all of October. You can knit any sweater pattern, any yarn, any color, any size. It just has to actually switch yarns and stripe. So you can't use a self-striping unless if you're using a self-striping yarn with another yarn to alternate stripes. Easy enough. So we have prizes for that as well. These prizes have generously been donated. We have a skein of Woolmiza 100% Superwash Merino in the Bussy colorway. It is a beautiful cranberry red. That might be more accurate there. And then a beautiful skein from Daisy Knits. It is the Vine base, which is a 80% Superwash BFL, 20% nylon in the Vine base. Beautiful greenish, not quite aqua, borderline pushing to the aqua, definitely more green in a tonal. Lovely. So yeah, I think that's all the details about the knit along that you need to know for right now. You must enter your finished object picture in the finished object thread for it to qualify. One post per item. You can knit as many sweaters as you want, give them their own post, so you totally have more than one chance if you do the work. I think we can move into finished objects. Now I have one finished object I can't show you, but I'll tell you about real quick. There is a picture of it on my project page on Ravelry, and it is the cowl that I knit or designed for the shop hop that's going along, the Yarn Discovery Tour, and I will be there this week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I do leave in the afternoon Friday. I don't stay till closing, because Friday the knit shop's open till 8. I'm usually out of there by 4 or so, between 3 and 4. And, but otherwise I'll be there all day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I will be super busy this week. I feel like this week has been crazy. So, anyways, it was knit out of Noro's new Jacomi base, which is a silk and wool blend. Beautiful. So pretty, but I had to whip it up really quick because the one that you guys saw, can't remember if it was last week or the week before last, and it was made out of Noro Ayatori. Well, with that sample in the shop, we are almost out of Ayatori. I think when I left Sunday, there were 4 skeins left. That was it. So I had to hurry up and knit it out of another base that we had that would work. That way we had a sample, because we didn't want to not be without a sample. Because it just looks so awesome in a self-striping, you know, yarn like a Noro or something equivalent. So my other finished object, which I am so excited to have done, because it's been on the needles forever and a day. It is my Cladonia shawl. It came out a pretty good size. It's a little bigger than I was expecting, which is good because I was not expecting it to be this big. Let's see, so I can wrap it around. It's so soft. It is made out of Madeline Tosh, TML, also known as Tosh Merino Light. And, I'm trying to think, I think it's a Kristen Kapoor pattern. It's Cladonia, so C-L-A-D-O-N-I-A, Cladonia. As well, there is a project page for it. There's no picture yet because it looks like it's going to rain, and I totally was going to go out and take the mannequin and get some shots of it out in the yard, and it was sprinkling when I sat down to record. So it does stripe. You stripe it. It's not a self-striping. And then it has beautiful lace and a picot loop bind off, which I hate. Okay, just to clarify, I will never want to do that ever again. I don't like picots to begin with, and then that picot loop thing, it took forever. Because you do it as the bind off, and it took all day yesterday. That's all I did yesterday was work on all these little loops along the edging. But I love the lace pattern. I love the stripes. I kind of wish my colors were a little more contrasting so you could really see the stripes. Because they kind of meld into each other. But that's okay. It's still beautiful. I'm happy this was my third quarter challenge for the Eat Sleep Knit Yarnathon challenge, third quarter. And it's done. So really, really happy with that. The colors that I used are Grasshopper and Bloomsbury. I had to think about that. I'm like, what blue was that? So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I really, really happy with it overall. With the exception of the stupid picot loop edging. It was a great knit. And I think it'll be wonderful to wear, and it is so soft as it is washed and blocked, and it just, oh, melts in your hands. So I had 2 finished objects this week, but you only got to see one. Sorry about that. Works in progress. So, can't remember last week. I think I was knitting on a sleeve. So I am knitting the Right is Rainbow cardigan for our knit along. And it is by Telly Bean Knits. It says copyright Stephanie Lotvin. So I think I was on a sleeve. I don't remember if I had one whole sleeve done or not. But so this is what I have done on the body. It's bottom up. And then I also got both sleeves done. So one sleeve, 2 sleeve. So there's no sleeves and stripe. The stripes all come at the yoke of the cardigan. I'll show it to you guys. So it's all striped up here. And then I guess technically there is a stripe, just a wee little stripe around the cuff. And then I have woven my ends in, but I never snip my extra yarn until after I block it. I have found I like the look much better because sometimes if I snip it and then block it, I get this weird little piece sticking out. So yeah, and then stripe on the bottom. I am knitting this out of Spud and Chloe's sweater. Let's see, the green is grass and the brown is chipmunk. And in some light, it almost looks like a deep forest green. Definitely has like a green hue to it. And other times it looks just brown. And then I also am using Splash, Cider, Moonlight, it's in the corner, and Ice Cream. Cute names. I like it when yarn has cute colorway names. It just makes it easier to knit with, I think. If I'm like, yes, I'm knitting with ice cream. I'm knitting with cider. Kind of makes me hungry. Although I don't know that I want ice cream with cider. But it could be good. And then one other work in progress I've been working on, and I don't know that you'll get to see it finish. I am working on a little bebe cardigan. It is out of, it's from Euro Baby Yarns, and it's Babe Soft Cotton Chunky, which is so nice to knit with. It can be a little splitty because it's not overly plied, but it is so soft and squishy. Oh my goodness. I knit a Priscilla the Persnickety Pig for the shop a while back in this. And let's see, I kind of have like just a pile here. So I have the back of the baby sweater, a front. I gotta sew the little pocket down. Front, the other front, or no, that's a sleeve. Sleeve. The other front, that's a front for sure. And I just have to bind off the last sleeve. Anyways, it's in pieces. And the thing that annoys me about this pattern immensely, it's a raglan sweater. It's a raglan sweater that should have been knit top down seamlessly. No. You have to piece this stupid raglan sweater together. It kind of annoys me. It really annoys me. Like, there's really no kinda about it. It is out of the Babe Soft Cotton Chunky book. We got the book into the shop and we wanted to have a sample. This is the last sleeve. All I literally have to do is bind this off. I had planned to do it last night and I set it down for something and I then was ready for bed and was like, the heck with it. So I'm trying to see if I can show you, because I have a working copy. Okay, here we go. So it'll look like this sweater here. And there's a hooded version too. I think the hooded version is 2 colors. It's stripes. I could totally use it for the knit. Well, I can't win prizes for the knit along, but I'm knitting along with all of you. I could use it for the knit along if I were doing stripes, but I'm just doing the solid one. It's white in the book, or a natural kind of color. It's kind of cream colored. So, yeah, when that's done, it's just going to go to the knit shop. That's all. So that's actually what I've been working on while at the knit shop, because I did not buy the yarn, the Spud and Chloe yarn at the knit shop, and the knit shop doesn't carry it. So I don't want to knit on something, because people always ask you, what are you knitting on when they come into the shop? And I don't want to be like, yes, I'm knitting this sweater out of Spud and Chloe, and they'd be like, well, where is that? And I have to be like, you can't get it here. Because, you know, I want the shop to have business. So I try to knit on things that you can get at the shop while I'm at the shop. I mean, I just think that's consideration, right? Because I know there's some knit shops that have a policy that you can only knit on yarn that you bought there. Like, you know, and I get it. I get it to a certain point. But sometimes what I'm knitting, no matter how much money I've spent in that shop, what I'm knitting I didn't buy there, and that's what I need to work on. So there's plus and minuses to that kind of policy. Oh, I didn't put my Right is Rainbow pattern in my bag. I better do that or I'm going to lose it. I'm really good at setting things down, forgetting where I put them. I always have been. Okay. I guess that's it. Only 2 works in progress that I've worked on. I mean, I got a lot more. And then, so I was planning on, I'm still planning on knitting the 3-in-1 pullover sweater. I talked about it a while back. It has stripes. I totally want to get that done during the knit along. And the reason I started the Right is Rainbow sweater first is because I can't decide the color sequence that I want the colors to go for the pattern, for the 3-in-1. So I'm still like, I think I know how I want that to go, but I'm like, maybe not. Decisions. I do have some Yarny goodness this week. Yay! Because I ordered these way back when we placed the order with the yarn rep at the store. So excited to finally get these. It took a little longer than I expected, but that's okay. It was well worth the wait. So I got some Wonderland yarns. It's put out by Frabjous Fibers. All of the yarn has an Alice in Wonderland based name, which I love because it's one of my all-time favorite kids books. Huge lover of Alice in Wonderland. So Wonderland yarns. This base is Cheshire Cat or Cheshire Cat, but I call it Cheshire Cat. It is a sock fingering weight. You get it's a light sock fingering weight because you get 512 yards. That's right, 512 in a 4-ounce hank of yarn. It's 100% superwash merino. And this one is called, where is it? Tea Tray. And it is a beautiful silvery gray. I love this color. And there it is, Wonderland yarns. So Frabjous Fiber, they do like the 3 feet of sheep I showed a while back. They have we carry tons of frabjous fiber in the shop to spin. Love, 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 love their stuff. This yarn is so ridiculously soft. I could just, I could cuddle up with it. I kind of want to make a sweater out of it. For sure. So I got this, the tea tray, and then I also got this pack. It is called their Pigments of Imagination. So this is also in the Cheshire Cat base. So you get 128 yards per ounce, and there's 5 skeins, so 5 ounces. So you get a total of 640 yards of 100% superwash merino. And this is a color morph set. They have all different kinds. This is a color morph, and it's lime to turquoise shadow. So you get these 5 beautiful colors. So I'm trying to see. So it goes from like the lime all the way to the turquoise, and they just meld so well. So I got this to go with this, and I'm going to make a lefty by Martina Bem. I think it'll be gorgeous. I love these colors. And then it's like the debate of which end do I start with? I don't know. I kind of want to start with this one, but I'm like, I don't know. It kind of gets lighter to darker. Maybe I should start with this one. I don't know. I guess it all depends on what mood. Ooh, got a little hiccup there. What mood I'm in. But I started. Ooh, sorry, I'm exhausted. It's late in the day and I've been busy, but I'll talk about that in a slice of life. This is another Pigment of Imagination. This, though, instead of being the Cheshire Cat base, it is the March Hare, which is a worsted weight. You get 46 yards per 1 ounce skein. So there's 5 skeins that are equal to 230 yards of 100% superwash merino. This one is called, I love this, Idleness and Mischief. And they have Idleness and Mischief in the mini skeins too. Like whatever you can get in the fingering colors, you can get in the worsted weight too. So I love this. So you get a beautiful like grass green, a deep blue, orange, a beautiful, beautiful red, and a purple. So it's kind of rainbowy. Kinda. You're just missing yellow. There were only a yellow. So, absolutely beautiful, super soft, ridiculously amazing. The worsted weight and the fingering weight. If you see Wonderland Yarns at your LYS, you've got to try it. I think it's like one of my new favorites. If it knits up as well as I think it's going to, it just might be my favorite. And I wish I knew like all of the names, because I looked it up. Like I think this one is Cabbages and Kings. This one might be Off with Her Red. And then I really couldn't tell you. I think this one might be Marmalade. But they all have Alice in Wonderland kind of related names. So, because there's like a Dormouse. One of the colorway packs like this is called Cats in the Coffee, and it's like reds and browns, and there's another one that's like purples and blues, I think, and it's Mice in the Tea, and I love it. I love it so much. So those are that's my Yarny goodness to show you this week that I'm so excited about. So it was fun because we were looking through all the different colorways, so I got to pick mine. And the worsted weight is not something that we're carrying in the shop. But frabjous fibers, when you order from them, they don't make you order a specific amount of these. So I could order just one. I ordered just one for me. And I'm going to try to design with this, I think. It's going to be a toy. Or two. Or a very colorful toy. I don't know. No plans for this whatsoever. But I'm so in love with these colors. And the fact that you can get these little skein kits in a worsted weight. It excites me. I think that's it for the knitting this week. I have knit a ton, but it's all pretty easy stuff to show. I'm so sorry. Ooh. Kicking my own butt here. So, if you're just watching for the knitting, I guess this is where I'll leave you, because I'm going to go over into a slice of life, and we'll talk about why my butt is so tired. So, this week has been a super crazy week. I have been exhausted all week, but I can't complain, because I'm exhausted because I've been at the shop, extra hours, extra days, because during the yarn tour, it's the Yarn Discovery Tour. You can check out the website if you're in Northeast Ohio. Just check out the participating shops. There's 18 of them this year. So, in addition to your regular shop hours, the shops have to be open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the same hours. Everyone has to be open those hours so people can go around and visit the shops. So, I'm there to help out the extra hours. I am so sorry. And it's so much fun, because Friday I was on my feet all day. I think I sat down to eat lunch, which we had to take shifts eating lunch. Usually we'll all eat together if the shop's slow. We had to take shifts, and I sat down maybe 5 minutes at the very end of the day, right before we closed the doors. That was it. We were so busy, and it was so awesome. And we were so busy Friday. This was Saturday. We were super busy. We still had a good flow Sunday. So I'm really looking forward to this weekend being really busy as well. So every day I would come home and I'd just crash. And I feel like I have not been able to catch up on my sleep. So then today, with it being Wednesday, I knew it was recording day, so I thought, okay, I'm going to get the kids to school, and as soon as I got home, I'm like, okay, the sun is not yet up over the garage yet. We pulled my bug, Hank, out of the garage. Hank got a full wash. He got a wax. And I almost got completely done with giving him a full detail. I got to get in the storage area in the back, because between the back seat and the window, there's a little storage area, at least in my Super Beetle. I don't know that they all had storage compartments through the years. And, yeah, so seriously, for 5.5 hours, and that is taking consideration my lunch. I cut out the time for my lunch and potty breaks and all that. 5.5 hours today I spent scrubbing that bug. Oh, he needed it. Because he was parked on a gravel road with a for sale sign on him. So they'd put him away at night, and if it rained or whatever, they wouldn't bring it out. But still, living on a gravel road, all that dust and gunk, and every time I would go to give him a bath, since I've gotten him, it would be rainy. It would be, just something would come up and I couldn't do it, because, it's a time-taking process. And I really wanted to get in there good and scrub him really good. So I did all that, washed all his windows inside and out with a good glass cleaner and a little chemise thing, or shimmy, or whatever the heck it's called. You know what I'm talking about. The super absorbent yellow cloth. And then it was time. We had lunch, because my husband was home today. And then we had lunch, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to wax him real quick. There's nothing quick about waxing a car, okay? It went on really fast. I got all the wax on. I'm like, yeah, awesome. So it says, so I'm reading the canister, and it's like, okay, well, when it dries, remove it. So I'm like, well, by the time I was done, completely done, half of it was dry. So I'm like, okay, well, by the time I removed one half, the other half will be dry. It did not come off quite as easy as it went on. It wasn't hard to get it off by any means. Just took a little extra elbow grease, but all I could think is wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. But it felt so good, and my husband, I think he likes taking pictures of me working on the bug, it amuses him. So he'll take pictures of me, and then he texts them to me. So he got a picture of me, I'm leaning over scrubbing the back end of my bug, and put it on Instagram. And someone said, just how happy I looked. And I gotta tell you, even when I'm scrubbing that thing, getting all the nasty dirt and crap off him, I'm so happy. I love this thing so much. It really does just bring me so much joy. But I've mentioned before, there are downsides to be a classic car owner. You don't buy them without realizing they're going to need work. So the brake light came on, and it comes on and it kind of flickers. And I was told, look, if the brake light is on and it's on all the time, it either means something's really bad, which my brakes seem to be working fine, or there's a switch in there and the switch could be stuck. Okay, I'm thinking, oh, the switch is just stuck. Well, then the other day it started coming on and off, and I'm like, I've heard that is a clear indicator that you need to get the brakes checked. That sucks. So there will probably be more stuff going up in my D-stash soonly, because that's how I've been paying for any parts and repairs for my poor bug, is by selling off my yarn. Yep. That's okay. Ooh, excuse me, that is totally okay with me because I love my bug. I love it so much. But, you know, he's going to need work. There's so much work that I know he needs. Most of it's cosmetic. So I didn't, like, buy, like, a total rust bucket that's, like, you know. But part of my whole reason for really washing him and giving him a wax and cleaning the chrome, yeah, clean the chrome, too. The whole bit, he's so shiny right now, is there is a cruise-in, which is like a little car show. Anybody can come. You don't have to pre-register. There's no prizes. It's just people that gather in a local store parking lot and show off their cars. And it's really fun. We used to take the kids to them all the time when we were little, because it was cheap, free entertainment to go and just walk around and look at all the cars. And my kids learned really quick, you don't touch. You don't touch the classic cars. It's a no-no. You ask first if you really want to touch. So I really want to do that this weekend. So we'll see. It's supposed to be dry the day of the car show, the cruise-in. And I think, I mean, it's not far from our house. I think we can go and it would be okay. I'm pretty sure. Because it's braking just fine, but something is happening to make that light go off. And it goes off and on now. So we just got to double check it. Safety, always first priority. They have a saying on the Volkswagen site where I've gotten some information. There's 3 things you must do to your car, and you must do them in order. Make it stop, make it go, and make it pretty. So with making it stop being the #1 thing, I'm like, ooh, I got to make sure it's going to stop. So, got the name and number of someone that's supposed to be, like, the best around. I've heard it can be a wait to get in. So, I'm like, ugh. I'm just worried what he's going to say once I get it in there. Like, makes me nervous. Otherwise, like I said, I've been busy with the shop hop. I'm so looking forward to this weekend. I got to meet Kristen. Is that right? Kristen? Not Kirsten. I think it's Kristen. Anyway, she's Zippy BD. She stopped into the shop. Got to give her a hug, got to show her around, super excited. I love, you know, being able to meet people, and so hopefully I'll be able to meet some more of you over these next couple weekends. The shop hop goes through the 20th, and that's it. Lots of knitting, lots of washing, and now I'm like, it keeps getting darker outside. I'm like, oh no, a lot of storming. So that's it for me this week. I feel like it was a short one. I guess I really won't find out till I upload it and it tells me how many minutes. So until next, I am Jenna, also known as RetroLemon. I'm RetroLemon on Ravelry, Plurt, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, Fitbit, Weight Watchers. And until next week, I will see you then. Bye.